The course that we are doing right now is compatible to CBSE and ICSE both. So we will be covering all the chapters as per the CBSE curriculum and the ICSE curriculum. Okay. All right. Nikhil, you can begin.
Okay. So today we'll be starting with the topic, food, where does it come from? Now, food is a very simple term that we all know about. Okay. Food is required by every living organism. Food maintains life and is essential for us to survive. There is a huge variety of food that we all eat. So, I assume that you all know something about food. Therefore, I'll be asking you all certain questions. Okay. Now, we are having a huge variety of food like fruits, vegetables, cereals, pulses, spices, beverages, nuts. Okay. Then non-veg items. We have all these types of products that we get or that we eat. So I would like to ask you all if you all can name me 10 fruits. Can you all name me 10 fruits?
Ma'am,
Yes.
strawberries, apples, oranges,
Okay.
tomatoes, bananas,
Yeah. Any more?
cherries, apricot,
Cherries. Apricot. Okay. Okay.
peach, peach, raspberries,
All right.
blackberries, blueberries,
Okay.
mangoes.
Now you all need to name me 10 vegetables. Can you all do so?
Yes.
Yes.
Carrots,
Carrot.
tomatoes, chili,
Tomato. Okay.
cabbage,
Okay. Let me tell you all one thing. The tomato will be considered as a fruit. Okay. It's not going to be considered as a vegetable. All right. Okay. Proceed.
ma'am, peas,
Peas. Okay. Then
chilies, peppers,
chilies. Pepper. Pepper will be considered as a spice. That's black pepper. Okay. So that's going to be. What is that? Bottle girl. Okay. Then
pumpkin,
pumpkin. Yes.
corn,
What's that?
corn,
Corn. Now, corn will be considered as a cereal. It's not a vegetable. Okay, it will be considered as a cereal. That's also called maize. So that will be considered as a cereal. Any more? What is that? Cabbage. Okay. So all of you know about fruits and vegetables. Now name five cereals. Name five cereals.
maize,
Maize. Okay.
wheat,
Wheat. Yeah.
flour,
Then flour. See, flour. Now flour is something that we get by grinding these or by making a powder of these cereals. So you all have to specify which type of cereal you all are talking about. Any more? Rice. What is it? What is rice? Is it not a cereal?
it is a cereal.
It's a cereal. Okay, we eat it almost every day. So rice is also staple food, which is a staple food means the main food that we eat. So rice, it can be rice, wheat, maize, barley, millets, oats. Okay, all these are different types of cereals. Now, can you name me some pulses? Any
Dal,
pulses? Okay, dals. Different kinds of dals. Okay, like masoor dal, tur dal, moong dal. Okay, and any other
chana
things?
dal,
Chana dal. Any other type of things that will be included in pulses? The gram, okay, that is also a pulse. Pea is also
beans,
beans, okay. So these are some pulses. Now, can you name me some spices? Some spices. Can you all tell me the
peppers,
name of spices?
peppers, chili
Pepper,
powder,
okay.
uh,
Okay, so only Janvi
saffron,
is, I guess. Everyone should participate. Okay, everyone should. If you all are wrong, there is no matter. But everyone should, kind of answer. No one should be
and
sitting quiet.
saffron,
And this is where. food is something that all of y'all eat, or is it that somebody eats and somebody doesn't eat? It's everyone eats it, right? So y'all must try to answer. All of you must try to answer. Yes, that is.
I'm saffron.
Saffron is okay. Then cinnamon, cardamom. Okay, these all these are also spices. Turmeric is a spice that we use in our day-to-day lives, right? Turmeric. So these are some spices. Can you all know what a beverage is? What is the meaning of a beverage?
Yeah, it's
Can
like
you,
something you can drink.
okay. So can you all name a few?
Milk, water, juices, orange juice,
Yeah, fruit juices. Okay,
lychee.
tea, coffee. These are all different types of beverages. Any type of soft drink, fruit juices. These are beverages. And can you name me some nuts? Nuts.
Peanuts, walnut, hazelnuts,
Oh,
almonds,
nuts. Okay, almonds.
hazelnuts,
Okay, fine. Now some dairy products.
milk, cheese, butter,
Cheese, butter,
cottage cheese,
Could you
cottage
connect
cheese.
to the class?
curd,
Okay. And now some non-veg items. Can you name me?
Oh, okay. Let me just copy it and send it over to you again.
Any non-veg items? So you all do not eat non-veg.
Okay.
Do you all eat or not?
no
You
ma'am,
all eat? No. All are vegetarians in this group.
no,
So who are eating? Those who are non-vegetarians can answer. What comes under non-veg items? What comes under things like, what is that? Yes, meat. Very good. Any more? Fish, eggs,
mutton,
okay? Mutton, chicken. All these are non-veg items. Okay? Anyway, so, uh, so these are all the kinds of food that we, come across in our day-to-day lives. We eat all these types of food. Okay? Next slide, please. So what is food? Now, food is a nutritious substance, okay, that we consume, that all the living organisms consume. Food is a nutritious substance that is consumed by the living organisms. Now, these organisms include all the types of living organisms like plants, animals, and humans. Now, humans and animals, how do we get food? Can we prepare our own food? No, we cannot prepare our own food like the plants. So, what do? We depend on others for our food. We eat and drink different types of food items. And what about plants? They prepare their own food. Okay, plants prepare their own food by the process of, what is the process by which the plants prepare their own food?
photosynthesis, photosynthesis.
Very good. And they also get the water and nutrients from the soil. Okay, they absorb the water and nutrients from the soil. So in that way, every living organism gets its food in some way or the other. Okay. Now you all understood what is food. Now, what is the benefits of having food? What will happen if we do not have food? What's going to happen if we don't eat food? We'll not
have energy to do that.
Okay, we'll not have energy to do. Any other thing?
We cannot survive properly.
I can get so many
We
points
won't
to
grow.
get.
We will not grow properly.
Okay,
We
we
won't
cannot.
grow. Our body will not be able to repair tissues. Our body will
What?
not be able to. Our body will not be able to repair tissues.
Yeah. Okay, our body will not be able to repair itself. Okay. Any other thing? The most important thing, that is, we need food for survival. Okay. So in simple terms, we can say that we need food to survive. And food also contains these nutrients which provide us with energy. Why do we need energy? We need energy for studying, for playing, for walking, for running, for dancing, singing. We need energy to do all our day-to-day activities. Even our internal organs are working, so they also need energy for working properly. Okay, so many chemical reactions are occurring within our body. These processes or these reactions also need energy. Therefore, and we get this energy from the food that we eat. We also need, food for growth and development, so that we can grow and develop. When you are born, you are so tiny with little hands and feet. Okay, but is it the case now? You are grown up. You have increased in height, in weight. Your intelligence level has increased. You have become more matured, isn't it? So you'll have grown a lot. Your body has developed. That is because of the food that we eat. Okay, food also helps in repair of our body. It repairs our body. Suppose you'll get an injury. Will that injury remain for a lifetime? It won't. Okay, it's going to heal up. Your body is going to heal very fast. It is because of the food that you eat. Your body is going to repair itself. Okay, food is also needed to keep us healthy. Our hair, teeth, nails, bones, gums, and all our internal organs remain healthy by eating food. Okay. Now, food is also required to protect our body from diseases. As suppose you are sitting, the room that you are sitting in, there may be many disease-causing organisms in that room. But are you all being affected? Are you all getting the disease instantly? No. Okay. You are not getting the disease. Why? Because your immune system is very strong. Do you all know what is the immune system? Does anyone know? Okay. Tell me, what is the immune system?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is a part where our immunities are present in, because of which we can fight the diseases. Like
Okay.
if we are cold, then others say that it's going to be healed by itself. It is because of our immune system. It is very strong enough so that it can fight that disease.
Okay. Very good. So
Ma'am,
immune system. Yeah.
ma'am, the immune system consists of white cells that help us fight diseases and other things that are not required in our body.
Okay, it consists of white blood cells. Okay, it consists of WBCs that help in fighting germs. Okay, so our immune system is very strong, so we do not get these diseases. And what maintains the immune system? That is food. Food helps in keeping our immune system very strong. Now, immune system is like the army of our country. What does the army do? The army tries to protect our country from the enemies. If our army is not strong, what's going to happen? The enemies are going to attack our country. Okay. So in the same way, we can consider our body as a country, and immune system is the army of our body. It tries to fight the germs. The germs are the disease causing agents or the disease causing organisms. So when the immune system is strong, these germs cannot enter our body. Okay, they will protect our body. Okay, have you heard that coronavirus really easily affects the people whose immune system is not strong, who are having different types of diseases? Okay, they are easily going to be attacked by the coronavirus. Have you heard it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So immune system needs to be very strong. And how will you make the immune system strong? By having good food. Okay. As we discussed earlier, that food contains various types of nutrients. Now, these nutrients can be categorized into two major parts: macronutrients and micronutrients. Macro means large. Okay. So the nutrients which are required by our body in a large amount, they are known as macronutrients. Proteins, fats, and carbohydrates are macronutrients. Okay. And micro means small. So the nutrients that are required by our body in a very small amount, they are micronutrients. For example, vitamins and minerals, they are micronutrients. Apart from the macro and micronutrients, we also require roughage and water in our diet. Okay, we also need a good quantity of roughage and water in our diet. We all should maintain a balanced diet. Can anyone tell me what's a balanced diet? Is this a new term that you all have heard?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You have already heard about it before, right?
Yes.
So what
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
mean by diet?
A balanced diet is a diet which consists of all the nutrients in right amount.
Yeah. So a balanced diet is a diet that consists of all the nutrients in the right proportion or the right amount. So we must have a balanced diet. We cannot have excess of proteins or excess of carbohydrates. That's going to make our body quite unhealthy. Okay. Next slide. Okay. As we discussed previously, that there is a huge lot of food that we are exposed to, that we are eating in our day-to-day lives. Okay. There is a lot of food that we are eating, and we always desire to eat different types of food. If you all eat your favorite food for about 5 days, you all will get bored up. Okay, you all cannot eat the same kind of food every day. That's going to create boredom. It's going to make you simply bored, and also you will not get nutrients from the other sources, so it will make you unhealthy. Correct? So we always desire to eat different kinds of food. Can you tell me what you all had for breakfast?
Ma'am, I ate sandwich.
Bread.
Sandwich. Okay. What you had? I
Bread.
didn't hear you. Bread. Okay.
Bread and
Anyone
butter.
else? What you had? Someone answered now. What was that? Okay. I think the others have not had their breakfast, right? Or y'all do not know what y'all had for breakfast. Everyone had y'all's breakfast before attending the session? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I am having breakfast right now.
Okay. So what are you having?
I am having bread and butter.
Okay, fine. So y'all are having, y'all all had different kinds of food, right? What y'all had for dinner is something different than what y'all are having for breakfast. What y'all will have for lunch is something different than what y'all are having for breakfast and what y'all had for dinner last night. Yes, so y'all are having different kinds of food. Y'all are having varieties of food in your day-to-day lives. Okay, and these food items are made from certain materials. What are these materials called? They are called ingredients. The raw materials which are used to make a certain food item or a certain food dish, that is known as an ingredient. Okay, so we'll discuss about the types of ingredients that are used in our day-to-day, that are used for preparing different types of food items. Now, all of y'all must have eaten Maggi. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Has anyone prepared it? Has anyone prepared it?
No, ma'am.
No,
Yes.
ma'am, but I have seen my mother preparing it.
Okay. So you can tell me that what are the ingredients for Maggi? Can you tell me?
The Maggi powder, then
Water.
Maggi masala, the Maggi
Water.
dry noodle, veggies, water, vegetables, water. Otherwise, if you don't want too much vegetables, no vegetables.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to prepare a simple Maggi, you can add Maggi masala, and water. And if you want to add veggies, you can add. That's your
And we
choice.
even need water.
What?
We even need water.
Yeah, we will need water. So water, Maggi masala. These are the ingredients for simple Maggi. But if you want to add boiled veggies, then you can add it. Okay. So these are the ingredients for Maggi. Now, what are the ingredients for rice? Can you all tell me? Very simple. What are the ingredients of rice?
Rice and water. Rice, water.
Rice and water. Some people also add salt to it. That's a choice. Okay. Different people make food in different ways. Okay. So some people add salt, some people don't. Okay. So in the same way, many food items are prepared with different kinds of ingredients. Okay, some food items require maybe 3 to 4 ingredients, and some food items require a lot of ingredients. Like for example, if we prepare tea, then we use water, sugar, milk, and tea leaves to prepare tea. Okay, some people add ginger to it. That is their choice. Okay, but simple tea is prepared in this way. Now, what are the ingredients for cake? It can be all-purpose flour, that is the maida. Eggs are also optional. Butter or oil can be used. Milk, sugar, baking powder. These are some of the essential ingredients that are required to
And
make a
what
cake.
about vanilla essence?
Yeah, see, if you these are something which you vanilla essence is added to make a simple cake. Vanilla essence also can be added, so it's written etc. Okay, so vanilla essence
It's
can be added if you
optional.
yeah. And when you make a chocolate cake, you add chocolate or you add cocoa powder. So these are all optional. Okay, what type of cake you want to prepare, that depends, and the ingredients will vary according to that. All right. So where do these ingredients come from? Can you tell me where do these ingredients come from?
Plants and
Plants
animals.
and animals. These are the main sources. Okay, these are actually the sources from which we get the ingredients. So we get it from plants or from animals. We get fruits, vegetables, cereals, pulses, nuts, spices, beverages, all we get it from plants. Next slide, please. Okay, we get all these sources from plants. We get milk, eggs, meat, fish, prawn, okay, beef, pork, all these things we get it from animals. Okay, salt is a major, salt is added to almost all the dishes. Can you tell me where do we get salt from? Salt is
From the
something
sea. Sea.
from sea, yes. So we get salt from the sea water, okay? And we eat various parts of the plant. We eat, the roots, the stem, leaves, okay, the seeds, the fruits, the flowers. We eat all these parts of different kinds of plants. Can you name two roots that we eat? Two roots
Carrot
that
and potatoes. Potatoes.
potato is a stem. Okay,
Carrots
that's
and radishes.
okay. Carrot, radish, turnip, sweet potato can also be a root. Can you name two stems that we eat? Two stems that we eat?
Potato. Now potato will include.
And onion, garlic, ginger, turmeric. Okay, these are some stems that we eat. Okay. Can you name some leaves that we eat?
Palak. And then spinach.
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 Another
Fenugreek.
is coriander. Fenugreek is methi. And
Mint.
mint.
Tulsi.
Okay, very good.
Tulsi.
Okay, very good. Okay. Now, can you name some, these are the leaves. Okay. Can you name some seeds that we eat? Some seeds?
Black seeds.
Yeah.
Pomegranate.
Mustard seeds we eat. We eat peas,
Pumpkin seeds.
pumpkin seeds. Any more?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
Jackfruit seeds.
Jackfruit seeds. Okay, very good, very good. Okay. And can you name some fruits that we eat? Fruits are very common. Okay. Fruits like apple, banana,
Oranges, bananas,
mangoes. It's very simple.
mango, peach, strawberries.
Okay. We have discussed the parts of the plants that we eat and some examples of it. Okay, next slide. Okay. Now we'll be discussing about what is sprout. Have you heard the term sprouts before?
Yes, ma'am.
What is a
Yes,
sprout? Tell me.
Yes.
What's a sprout?
Sprout is
Seed which is matured, ma'am. It is one of the matured seeds through which a white substance come out of the seeds. They are called sprouts.
Okay, very good. All right. So we can say that.
recently
Yes.
germinated seed can also be called a sprout.
Okay, fine. Any more answers? So sprout is a root, okay, that emerges from a germinated seed. A sprout is a root that is emerging from a germinated seed, or we can say that it is the beginning of the life cycle of a new plant. Now, A sprout is a transitional stage between a seed and a plant. A sprout can be called a transitional stage. What is a transitional stage? It is a stage which is in between a seed and a plant. So we can, in simple terms, we can say that a sprout is a baby plant, right? Now, how are these sprouts prepared? First of all, you'll have to take some seeds. Okay, you'll have to wash them so that the dust particles and the impurities are removed out. You all will soak it for about 12 hours, and after that, you all will remove that water and tie it in a wet cloth and keep it aside. This is how sprouts are prepared. After one day, you all will notice that there are some white colored structures coming out of it. They are called the sprouts. All right. Now, what are the nutritional value that the sprout contains? Why do you all think that we need to sprout seeds?
Ma'am, it contains more of protein than of other seeds.
Okay. Any more answers? Like, why do we need to sprout seeds? We have unsprouted seeds. It's very easy to cook them. Okay. We don't need to sprout the seeds. Why do we need to sprout the seeds? Why is it so essential, or why we need sprouted seeds?
It also has vitamins.
Okay. So sprouted seeds have more nutrients as compared to unsprouted seeds. They are rich in nutrients. When unsprouted seeds contain only proteins, but the sprouted seeds, they have lot more nutrients. Okay. So let me explain why is it so. Now, when a baby plant is growing, a baby plant cannot prepare its own food. Can a baby plant prepare its own food? No, it's a baby, okay? It cannot prepare its own food by photosynthesis. So what does the seed do? The seed, tries to break down the food that is present inside the seed into very simple forms. The complex food items which are present in the seed is broken down by the seed to very simple forms so that the baby plant can take those simple food items, okay, from the seed. So it is already broken down. The complex food is broken down into simple food by the seeds so that the baby plant can take it. And when we eat it, we are already eating food that is already digested, pre-digested. We are eating pre-digested food because the seed has made our work easier. The seed has simplified the materials in the seed. Okay, the seed has broken down the complex food into simpler food. So when we take in, we need to digest, means it takes very less time for us to digest it. Okay, so it has a lot of nutritional value. It becomes rich in magnesium, fiber, it becomes rich in vitamin B and E. So many types of nutrients like are there in the sprouted seeds. Okay, and these sprouted seeds strengthens our immune system. It helps to detoxify our body. What is the meaning of detoxification? It means it helps us to remove. Okay, it helps us to remove the unwanted materials from our body. The waste substances from our body are easily removed by the sprouts. They also help us in digesting properly. We can digest our food in a better way by eating the sprouts. Next slide, please. Okay, now we'll perform an experiment. I'll tell you how to perform it. Okay, you all will do it. What you'll have to do is you'll have to observe how the seeds are sprouted. For that, you all will need a beaker, you all will need water, you all will need moong seeds and a cloth. Okay, what you'll have to do, first of all, you'll have to wash the seeds. Why you all will wash the moong seeds? Why you'll have to wash the moong seeds? So that all the unwanted materials, all the dust particles are removed out of it. You need to wash it 2 to 3 times. Then what you all will do? You all will soak the seeds for about 12 hours. For how many hours you all have to soak the seeds? For how many hours you all will soak it?
12
12
hours.
hours.
For
12
12
hours.
12 hours.
Yeah. Yes? Who was that? Any questions? Okay. So you all have to soak it for about 12 hours. Okay. After 12 hours, you all will drain out that water. And what you all will do? those soaked seeds, you all will tightly in a wet cloth, and you all will set it aside. You all, it is preferred that you all keep it in a warm place, and you'll keep it in a warm and dark place. Okay, it's preferred that you'll keep it in a warm and dark place. Okay. Now, what happens when we soak the seeds? When we soak the seed, absorbs water. It becomes swollen. It becomes hydrated. Okay. And after soaking the seeds, after one day, when we open the cloth, we can see the seeds are sprouted. A tiny white structure has emerged out of the seeds. That is called the radicle of the seed. What is that called?
Radicle of the seed.
Radicle of the seed. And what does a radicle form? In later stages, it forms a root. The radicle forms the root of the plant, of the baby plant. Okay? So I'll show you all what. See. Can you all see?
Yes, ma'am.
These are dried moong seeds. Okay? The unsprouted ones. These are the soaked ones. The seeds that have been soaked in water for about 12 hours. Seen it? And these are the sprouted ones. The ones that have sprouted after a day. So you all have to do the same thing. What you all will do? Can you all one by one tell me the procedure, how you all will sprout these seeds?
Ma'am, first we will soak these seeds in a cloth.
First, you all will wash the seeds, okay? In order to remove the dust and the unwanted particles. Then what you all will do?
Ma'am, then we will
Then we'll soak it in water for a day.
Okay.
I mean for 12 hours, ma'am.
4 hours, okay. You all can soak it for 12 hours to 24 hours. It can be of your choice. Then what
then
you
we
will
leave the water and tie it in a
water and
then
tie
ma'am,
it.
we leave the water and we tie it in a damp cloth.
Okay, very good. Okay, so actually germination of a seed requires 3 major things: air, water, and warmth. So you all should not keep it in an airtight container. You all will tie it in a cloth so that it gets air. It gets warmth. It's preferred that you all keep it in a warm place. And okay, air, water, you all will soak it in a damp cloth so it's getting water. Even if the cloth gets dry, you'll sprinkle a little bit water from the top. Okay, that's how you'll need to perform this experiment, and y'all will see how the sprouts are formed after a day. Okay, next slide. So can you all see the picture on the right hand side? How the nutrient value of the sprouts are increased. It contains magnesium, fibers, vitamins B and E, zinc, proteins, omega-3s, all these types of nutrients they contain. Okay, whereas the unsprouted seed only contains more of proteins and some
Excuse
amount
me,
of.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you repeat how to do the experiment once more?
Yes. So first of all, you'll have to take some moong seeds and you'll have to wash it thoroughly. Okay, you will wash it so that the unwanted particles, the unwanted things are removed out of it. Then what you will do? You will soak the seeds for about 12 to 24 hours. You will soak it. You will keep it in water. Okay. After that, you will drain out that water and you will tie those seeds in a damp cloth. After a day, you will open that cloth and you will see that the seeds have sprouted. There are tiny white structures that have emerged out from the seeds, and they will be known as the sprouts. Okay, did you follow it?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Why do we have to keep the sprouts in a damp cloth? Why can't we just leave them in a container filled with water?
Okay. So see, you have already soaked it. Okay, you have already soaked the seeds in water, so it has become swollen. Now you need to keep it you do not need so much of water. You do not need so much of water, otherwise the sprouts, with so much of water, the sprouts will not grow. So you need to only, means the water should be very less in amount. So you tighten a damp cloth. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a small one which has emerged. Small sprout.
Show it to me. Okay, very good. Okay. In the next class, okay, can you show me some sprouted seeds?
Okay, ma'am.
All of y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
I'll see. Okay. Next slide. So you all will take the observation. Okay. In day 1, you all will notice that the seeds have become swollen because they have absorbed water. Day 2, there is a small white structure that is called what? It's called the radicle, which grows into the root. The radicle grows into the root. That is the white structure that comes out of the seed. Okay, you all will also conduct uh, further experiments. Okay, you all will also conduct further research experiments. You all will continue this experiment for day 3 and day 4 also. What are you all going to do? You all are going to measure the length of the radicle on day 3 and day 4, and you all are going to plot a graph for uh, all the days. Okay, you all understood what I told you all? You all will measure the
Yes, ma'am.
length of the radicle in day 3 and day 4, and you all will plot a graph for the 4 days. Can you all do it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Next slide. Okay. Do you all have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. I have one. I posted it in the chat.
You have posted it in the chat. You can ask me.
Ma'am, like you told that sprouts also help to
Fibers.
get,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. It also helps to clean the undigested food which is in our stomach. So, ma'am, is it a type of roughage only?
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Any more questions? No? So I'll be asking you all some questions then. Okay? What are the sources of food? Can you
Plants
answer?
and animals.
Plants and animals.
Plants and animals. Very good. Name 2 nutrients that can be considered as macronutrients.
Ma'am, protein, carbohydrate.
Proteins and carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates.
Proteins and carbohydrates. All right, very good. What is the white colored structure that emerges out of a sprouted seed?
Ma'am, radical.
Ma'am, radical.
Radical.
Ma'am,
Very
radical.
good. Give 5 examples of food that we get from plants. 5 examples.
Ma'am, carrot, beetroot, cabbage,
Cabbage,
radish, spinach.
fenugreek.
Okay. Okay, that's correct. Name 3 parts of the plants that can be eaten.
Roots,
Ma'am,
stem,
root
stem,
and
flower, and
leaf.
fruit.
Roots.
Root, stem, flower, and fruits.
Okay.
Ma'am, even seeds.
Even seeds. All right.
Seeds.
Okay. What are the ingredients of tea? Can you tell me what are the ingredients of tea?
Ma'am, water,
Ginger,
leaf,
water, milk, ginger.
ginger.
Ginger, water, milk, and if you want, some people add the tea masala.
That is the tea leaves. Okay. And sugar. Sugar you all will not add. You all will add. You all will
Sugar.
Sugar.
Give 2 reasons why food is essential for us. 2
Ma'am,
reasons.
because it helps in our growth
Grow and
and it helps to repair our tissues.
and it helps us give energy and it helps us to survive.
Okay. Okay. Now, what is the source of salt? What is
Ma'am,
the
when you ask a question, you should ask one person at a time so that everybody doesn't keep on saying.
Okay. Yeah, y'all, I told y'all when y'all are answering, if y'all don't answer in a group, okay? Y'all answer one by one. So, what is the source of salt? Who can tell me?
Ma'am,
One.
Ma'am, me. Ma'am,
What is that?
seawater.
Seawater. Okay. Okay, so these are the questions. So, you'll have answered it very well. Okay? Very good. Okay. So, we'll end this session here.
excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you send the link of the KitKat lab?
Yes, yeah. The session, like today's session, we are stopping here. Now, have you all kept your move seeds ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now, what you will do is add water to your moon seeds, wash
Excuse
them,
me,
add
ma'am.
water, and keep them for soaking. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, like when you had presented that screen which you had removed the PDF for food. So, ma'am, I didn't get that. I didn't get
No, no, it
the
is there.
seed chapter.
I will explain it to you once again. Okay, it is there. So see, what you have to do is first you all see we have more 10 minutes to go. Okay, so right now take 2 minutes, go to your kitchen, wash your seeds, and keep them for soaking right now.
Ma'am, I already have soaked seeds.
You already have soaked seeds.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
get your handkerchief, a
Done,
wet
ma'am.
squeezed handkerchief, and
Okay,
tie
ma'am.
your moon seeds into that.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, why do we need the cotton?
Okay, so we had to grow the seeds on cotton as well as the cloth. But for your further research activity, growing it in a cloth will be better. Okay, so the cotton experiment we will carry out in another session. Okay, so for now you just use the cotton cloth and tie your moon seeds. I want your
I'm
videos to
done.
be on. I want to see what you are doing.
Ma'am, I'm done. I washed it thoroughly and got it.
Okay, okay, your seeds are soaked.
Yes, ma'am.
Janvi, you are on mute.
Yes, ma'am. This is the seed.
Ma'am, I have just washed them, so I have to keep them in water and then soak them. So, ma'am, it will
Yeah,
take
okay.
a while.
Yeah, so
Ma'am,
you
mine is
soak
already
them.
soaked.
Yeah, okay. So for those who have soaked seed, tie it in the cloth. Those who have just washed them, soak them, fill water and soak them for 12 hours. So it is 11 o'clock now. So in the night at around 10 or 11, you can remove them from water completely, drain them, and then tie them in the cloth.
Ma'am, do we have to even spread the seeds?
No, you don't have to spread it. You make a small, uh, what do you say? A small bundle kind of a thing. You just tie it like a small ball.
Okay, ma'am.
Nicola, can you show them how to tie the seeds?
Yeah, I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah, the way Janvi has done, Shrijan, have a look at it.
Okay,
See,
ma'am.
Like that. Yeah. See,
can
ma'am
we
is
tie
also
it
showing.
in?
See, tie it like that and keep. Okay,
Okay,
in
ma'am.
a handkerchief.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janvi, you have to soak your seeds first. Yeah. Jayant, Sanika, and Dhyan, I want your videos to be on and I want to see what you all are doing.
I have soaked these seeds.
You have soaked them. Okay. Dhyan.
I've also soaked these.
Okay, Jayant. What about Dhyan? Janvi, you're talking and you're mute.
Ma'am, done. Is it like this?
Yeah, make it a little tight, Shrijan. The
Okay, ma'am.
bundle should be tight. Okay.
Ma'am, am I the only one who doesn't have soaked seeds?
No, even Sanika does not have soaked seeds, and even Jayant has just soaked them. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm the only one who got the soaked seeds.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Now, did you understand the further research activity which ma'am explained?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. I will still show it to you once again. Okay. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
imagine this is your, see the cursor, okay? If this is your seed, this small portion which is coming out of the seed is the radicle, the sprout, okay? What you have to do is you have to measure the length of the sprout every day. So see, there are 7 days, so you measure it for 7 days. Daily you measure how much it has grown. So probably the first day it will be just 5 millimeters. In the second day from 5 millimeters, suppose it becomes 8 millimeters. So you go on noting down the length every day. Okay. Once you have
Okay, ma'am.
done that, at the end of 7 days, what you will do, you will take a graph paper. Okay. On the graph paper, you will mark on the y-axis, you will mark the days. 0 day, first day, second day, third day, fourth day, likewise. And on the x-axis, you will put the measurements, like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, likewise. So x-axis will be your measurement, y-axis will be your days, and you plot a graph. You go on marking the points and draw a line. So you will come to know that whether in which day the growth was the maximum. How is the growth pattern? This is what we need to do as a further research activity.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, when is the next class going to happen?
Next class will be next Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. So the
So,
further research activity is something that you will do during the week. You just have to measure it using the scale.
so after we are done, like maybe we are done before the week mostly. So we can send the pic of the graph and send it to you, or
Yeah, you can send the pic of the graph to me. You can send it on the group. So what you can do is day wise, while you're taking the measurement, take a picture also. Okay. The sprout and a scale, take a picture of that every day. Okay. And on the last day, you combine all the pictures, make the graph and send everything on the group, so that everybody gets to see what the other batchmate has done.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, do we have to plot the graph on paper or can we do it on computer?
If you have a graph paper, it'll be better that you plot it on the graph paper. If you don't have a graph paper, then you plot the way it is given here in this sheet.
Okay,
ma'am,
ma'am.
do we have to,
Ma'am, is this tight enough?
It has to be little more tight, only
Okay,
till
ma'am.
where the seeds are.
ma'am? So every day, like yesterday, you send a some notes. So I took a printout of that. So can I keep filing it?
Yeah, you have to file it. So when you will start doing your experiment now, you will record your observation. Wait, I'll open that sheet.
Ma'am, so can I take a sheet and file it along with that, the experiment, the further
Yes,
research
yes,
activity, I can
yes,
file
yes,
it
yes.
with that?
This is the sheet that you have printed, right? Now,
Yes.
in this sheet, you will, when your sprouting activity has started, you can write down what you observe. So in day one, you can write down then that, the radical was seen. Only 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter was seen. So likewise, you record your observation for day 1 and 2. That is the activity as per today's topic. Now, in addition to this, you have to do this activity. So you file the further research activity and the experiment sheet both in your in one of the files.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. See you all next week.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you,
Bye
ma'am.
bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.